That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
The kick
and the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7. Raiders nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Reception here by Rhodes. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this 1st drive. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, Mariota. He may try and run for this. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. 3-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Good, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Complete to Marquise Brown. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
To Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Marcus Mariota set.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Down back at the 19-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 13.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Mariota. Full left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
37-yard line.
A A first down throw for Mariota. Looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out. Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. No doubt. But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling. And happy. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Christian Kirk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Ravens push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
To score, Ravens 21. Raiders.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenge.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson from the shotgun. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. Mariota. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime, this seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bud Dupree. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On third down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing is Mariota. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now Mariota. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10. At their own.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Now we're at the 41, second and 9.
Second and 9.
To throw is Mariota. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is down to 24.
Matt Bosher is set to
now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Ravens 45. Ravens
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A
ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Jacobs at first and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
So after a run like that, I would guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Here's Jacobs. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.